Today, I'm creating something with meaning that is fun and mindfulness inspired to begin to learn how to diffuse from the unhelpful thoughts. A resin worry chest. Now, this isn't just a pretty piece. It's a small tool for children and adults, a place to gently let go of anxious thoughts. Imagine putting down a worry, placing it inside and closing the lid, and giving yourself permission to feel calm again. It sounds simple, but sometimes the simplest things are the most powerful. In this video, I'll show you how I make this beautiful chest step by step, but more importantly, I'll show you how something simple can bring comfort, peace, and a little bit of magic into everyday life. And as we create this together, I want you to think about this. What would you put inside your worry chest today? I have my molds, and this is the lid. And I chose blue and white pigment paste for my resin worry chest as a reminder of clouds that can whisk away the worries as well. I'm pouring very slowly so that we have half blue and half white merging together. As you watch, be fully absorbed in the process so that your mind rests. Any thoughts that spring into your mind, acknowledge them. They're there. We can't stop them from entering, but we can choose what we focus on. And now we'll pour the lid. And as you fully focus in the present, relax. Feel your shoulders relaxing and your jaw relaxing. That holds a lot of tension. Allow. Give yourself permission. This time is your own to enjoy, to learn, to absorb, and to be calm. And as you breathe in slowly, the mind and the body slows down too. I'll try and fill all those little crevices. I can see some air spaces. I'll take my stick and gently prod around, hopefully without spilling anything, to release the air in there. This mould I purchased from Temu. I'll put the link in the description. Do you know someone who may benefit from a worry resin chest? I hope this inspires you to make your own version. It makes a wonderful and very thoughtful gift. Popping the bubbles. I'll spray it with some isopropyl alcohol afterwards. I can see some more little pockets of air there. I need to make sure they fill up with the resin, and also try not to contaminate the white too much as I'm doing that. I've mixed 430 grams of epoxy resin, both parts A and B. The mould takes around 380 grams for both the chest and the lid. And I left around 50 grams, which is probably a little bit much, but I left that for the second stage. So stick around for that. Fill it right up there to the edge. Now I'm going to spray with the isopropyl alcohol, which I always have handy, ready. Good way to get rid of the bubbles. Here's the second part of our worry chest, and I've got my solid solutions white here. So we'll just put a little bit of that in my leftover resin. So what we're going to write is my worry chest. And we'll start with the M. And I'll speed this up because it's going to be very slow and methodical, this bit. As I have extra resin, I'm doing a couple of extra alphabets for the next one I make. I haven't mentioned this before, but I do work in mental health and counsel people with anxiety, which has become more and more prevalent in this information age. It's hard to keep up with world changes, and many people are overwhelmed and may experience general anxiety, social anxiety, and even panic attacks. If you can relate, do seek professional help to learn how to cope and manage these conditions. Our threat system is there to help and protect us, and we benefit from learning to manage it. That way, our threat system is not continually activated. Learning to diffuse from thoughts is a place to start, along with breath work and mindfulness. Our well-being and self-care is important. I hope this video helps in a small way. And now that my letters are cured, I'm putting them in place all around my chest. And I'm using a UV resin glue to firmly place them in position. And ensuring they're evenly spaced. And with my UV resin light, I'm now curing the letters. And yes, they do appear very firm, but there's one more step I like to do just to ensure they remain where they are. And that's putting in just a little bit of epoxy resin without totally covering the letters, and it gives it a beautiful finish. So here it is. I do hope that this creative well-being tool will help you or someone close to you. Thanks so much for watching.